Hi, Alex Chemarov here at Movements for Life. Today's restorative segment is going to take us to the hip. Specifically, we're going to focus on hip internal rotation. Now, we have to focus on two different zones, specifically transformational zones as it relates to gait. So in gait, when I step forward with my right leg has to collapse, hit the ground. All this internal rotation is going to put load and stretch onto the glute because that's going to decelerate all the force coming up. Now, as I step through, now the leg has to now change from what's called TZ1 to now TZ2 as I'm now propulsing. So because my femur was in an internal rotated position and my left foot now swung forward, it created a chain reaction where the foot and the pelvis is moving faster than the femur. So even though the bone, my femur is starting to turn out, I'm still in a relative internal rotated position because my left foot and hip rotated faster. So we have to now create mobility from both of those zones. So as my right leg again hits the ground, it's going to create load onto the glute and hamstring. As I now get into TZ2, now the load goes onto the anterior hip. So now we can enhance both of those areas by doing a global stretch against the wall. So a right leg stance, left leg out in front, and now I'm going to reach on a posterior diagonal reach, and that is going to echo that TZ1 stance and gait where my right leg hits the ground. So that's where I am. And I'm going to focus on then taking it through essentially what my propulsion phase would be without actually stepping forward with my left leg, because I want to break them in half. I essentially want to do the TZ1 part of it to really focus in on the posterior load on my butt and hamstring. And your butt's going to start cooking. And then from there, I'm going to do an anterior diagonal reach to get into my anterior hip, mimicking what would happen in TZ2. So that would look something like this. So now my foot is reaching across, pelvis is technically turning to the right. So again, relative internal rotation because my left side of the body is moving faster than my right. And gonna get some nice hip extension, nice hip excursion, putting load and stretch on to that anterior hip on my right leg. So there you have it. TZ1 focuses on the back part, TZ2 focuses on the front. Give those a whirl. This is a huge stretch, two different combinations that we do for all of our walkers and runners, so, and for anybody, quite honestly. So enjoy this sequence and see you next time. Thanks for watching.